So, it's me on this thing I built. It's like a pyramid thing. These are just wedges, two walls, and a bridge, and then some open things. Am I recording? Yes, I am. And I'm stacked. Look at all my indinium stuff. And I'm on practice mode because today, as you saw, because you clicked on the video and you saw the thumbnail probably, I'm going to show you how to make a battle barge, which, if enough people see it, might actually be bad for me, because it's really overpowered, and I've just won, like, every match I use it, I basically win, and it usually doesn't get blown up. So you probably want to build it fast, because it can just be blown up. And this is my attempt on a fountain. I added valves because the thing where it goes up, it spills out is annoying, but that's my little fountain, I guess. Big fountain. It's kind of hard if you want to build in this game. It's not really a building game. And I have my army of fabricators here and an elevated garage so I can get my barges out. So what you're going to need to do this is you're going to have to start. I like to build a well and then hook it up to a tank. Like a standard tank because it has a refill station. I piped over there. You can get a lot of resources from building more wells. They give you a lot of resources. You don't really need fabricators, but I built a lot to make it easier on the video. So, you want a garage. You don't have to elevate it, but I did that so it actually comes out. And this is the hover barge. So, couple things on flying with this is if you want to go higher, you gotta get something with elevation below you. See? So I can go higher here, but as soon as I go off of it, it starts sinking. And this is bad because if you fly your barge off into here, it's gonna start sinking. And this is gonna happen. Yeah, no, I'm not dying today. That's gonna happen. So if you have your barge fall off or run out of power or over water, you're just gonna fall into the depths of whatever the Eclipsis, I think this world is called. And you might die because the water's pretty poisonous. So I'm gonna get right into building it. You can skip ahead if you want a bit, but just wait. Why did I do that? I could just do this. Teleport. And now I'm here. And I'm going to get a new barge and not fly it off the edge. So you want to watch where you're flying it. Get some good maneuvers. Now, I am going to put a power system in, which is up to you how much condensers you want to put on it. But if you put too little, you're going to be limited on your firing. Or maybe you're not firing anything at all. You can put anything you want on this, basically. I think refill stations stop it from moving. And if you have a wall near it, sometimes, it won't move because, it doesn't look attached, but, I've had a wall here. My artillery cannon was attached to the wall, but I couldn't see it, so I couldn't move my barge. I'll do what I usually do. You can put whatever you want on this, but the main idea is you want some elbows, and you put a pipe right here. Okay, that's step one. Then what's important is you get these T-junctions. Also, it's important where you face, because if I turn, if I'm like that, it's going to be off, so you gotta face straight. So you want two T-junctions, or one if you want less power, or just make it less cluttered or whatever. Maybe you just want to fly it around and not shoot anything or whatever. So really you can put anything. I haven't tried putting a shield generator on, but it probably works. So this is basically a mobile base. So you don't really need tanks on it because you have that big tank down there. And tanks don't really help, really. So you want to make this. So we're going to be making 2 condenser stacks of 4. To stack condensers, you just need to, you get a T, like a T-junction, you make it face up, like what I did right here, then you add more T-junctions just shooting out like that. Ooh. So you get your extractor, you go to the Indium Extractors tab, get a condenser, and you build that, and then you can hook it up, like this. So now I'm hooked up. Awful noise, I'm going to turn that down. So I've gotten one of these, but now you want to add more, so you can add one like right there. And then you just, well, this is how you stack basically. So you place a condenser, then on this middle thing right here, you place another one. Now, if you place it like right there, what's going to happen, it's not like really on it, so it's going to do that. It's going to derp out like that. So then you just make sure, get your mouse like in the middle, and like that. It doesn't really matter how far you go back. Now you have 2 condensers, and then once you attach these to pipes, they're attached and they won't fall off. So yeah, that's how you stack condensers. It's useful for this, well, it's hugely useful for the barge because you don't have a lot of space to work with unless you build off. It's also useful if you're building a base too, but you do get a lot more resources if you build out and get some pipelines, but it's harder to defend, you know, because the more you spread out, the less defended you are really. So it can be kind of hard to see. You can just build one stack, and then build the other stack. It doesn't really matter, but I'm just going to build both, and it's important to attach them each time you go up a level because, you know, whatever. Sometimes your pipes aren't going to want to attach like that. This is actually pretty easy to fix. Sometimes if they're too close, then that might be an issue, but, well, not with the barge, but that can happen. So just build an elbow facing this way, and you attach a pipe, and there, now it works. So you want to keep doing this. I feel like 8, like 4 for 4 on each stack is a good amount, because with that, you're going to be able to just keep firing an artillery without any troubles. Oh yeah, you also want to make sure this isn't just like floating in the air, or it's going to be hard to build on. Okay, so then we have these 2 things up here, so I can just use those as my last building blocks. So this is how I like to build it. You can really just put anything you want on barges. Barges and spatial anchors are very fun in this game. I'd recommend trying out both, either in practice mode or not practice mode. So I usually put a 4-way here, and you can grab yourself a tech distributor cap. What that does is this thing here called the distributor. It puts things in your pack, but it also works with distributor caps, so you can make kind of like one-way bridges. It's pretty useful. You can use it to power turrets and stuff, like you'll see. Let me show you quickly. Turret. And distributor cap, and that turret will work now. That's just an example, but so I usually make, you could put a normal turret or an arc turret on here. I usually put an arc turret. I don't know if that's any good, but I like it because it can shoot through the floor of the barge. You have to get pretty close with it because it's short range, but it can shoot through blocks, so like it will shoot through your barge, and it won't really be an issue. The regular turret has a bit more range though. So we're almost done, which is cool. All we gotta do is put down an artillery cannon. You could put it like here, but because I have the arc turret there, I'm gonna put it like right there. Now again, if something doesn't fit, I can just do this. Put an elbow there. And now I should just be able to pipe that right there. There we go. this is the battle barge right there. Get a nice screenshot, and you reach the point where that's the thumbnail. Wahoo! So you'll see these condensers. They power the cannon, the arc turret, this. They basically power your whole barge. So the like auto repair, the auto mechanic just has ridiculous range, so it might actually be able to heal your barge in battle, but you preferably don't want to get hit by anything. So it's pretty good with moving around, you know? Like the barge. It is pretty movable. So you just want to make sure, like, I bet I can make it to that island over there. Ooh. Just holding W, and you can see I'm sinking, but I should have enough time to, land it. And as soon as I get on land, I'm not pressing anything, it will rise back up to, like, the elevation it's supposed to be. Or, like, let's say it goes, like, plus 50 studs off of whatever the lowest block is at max height. Like, that's just, I have no idea, I'm just saying. Maybe that's how it works. The world's pretty small on practice, it looks like. But I can zoom around here pretty quickly. On large worlds, too, you can zoom around pretty quickly. And the main attraction on this puppy is the artillery cannon, which artillery cannons are just great. So you can either boost over there, like this, or you can go around here. It is easier if you are on a team of at least like 2, so you can have one person just shooting and one person just driving, but you can't operate it yourself. And I have won games by operating it myself because it's still a powerful weapon. This artillery cannon just destroys everything, really. Like, it's very good. I mean, I feel like the best thing to be at is taking out players. I guess it's not hugely powerful. It won't be. I'll take a couple shots to take out a pipe, I guess, but that sounds really underwhelming. But this thing, just like in the field, it destroys, like really destroys. So with this, you could try to shoot out an island base. I haven't really ever done it before, but because they're kind of tough. This is like the end of the tutorial. I'm just showing you how to utilize it. So with this thing, you kind of gotta lead the shots because it has drop, you know. So you could WASD, you can aim up. You probably don't want to do this. Well, I guess that's fine. I don't think that's gonna make it go the farthest. It's just gonna make it have a really slow time. So probably like right there or something makes it go really far. Yeah, you can see it has pretty good range, and unless you're pretty close, the enemy artilleries, you gotta watch out for those. They probably can't hit you, though. Because you're in the air, you can hit them, and they might not be able to hit you, because being in the air just gives the artillery a lot more range. So if you want to get higher elevation, which will give you more power, and, you know, advantage because it's harder for people to get to you or shoot you or whatever. So you just gotta find a block kind of at your level, or, you know, you can see there, yeah. Once I get on a block, I can do that, or just a good way to get up is just go on top of a garage or built building, like a wall. That will get you higher. So, like, I can use my fountain over here, and it will get me the height of the fountain taller. Or higher in elevation, so you can see normally I couldn't get up to this like height, but now I'm at this height, and I can zoom over here. I might yep, I was just able to get on top of these like mountain things. So now that I'm up here, I get more range, but kind of like lose range, close range. So from here, I could shoot my base. I could shoot over there, basically anywhere, but like down there I wouldn't be able to shoot. So, and if you want to use the like arc thing, you got to be careful because if they have like a rocket launcher or something, that will send you flying away. So you want to just kind of like slightly hover off the ground, and then you can just float near them and zap them. And it's pretty effective, but like I said, you got to be careful because the barge is actually unrepairable. You can't repair it. So if you get like hit 3 or 4 times, like you'll get on fire, and if you get hit again, like you're dead. Your barge blows up and everything on it just falls off. So watch out for that. Don't get your barge blown up. You should be pretty safe in the skies. Like, kind of in the skies. This is a hover, like, barge or whatever. So have fun with this. It's very effective at killing enemy teams because it just kills them and it kills their spawn pads, which is all you really need to do to win. And it destroys shields. Shields really don't hold up against it. The shields will blink, but what happens is if you keep breaking the shield, like, barrier, it just breaks the shield, like, generator, even if you're not hitting the shield generator. And turrets have they're not very good at hitting you. So, thank you for watching. Hope this helps you in your games.